Alright, so here we are checking out this Nathaniel Rateliff song that has a bunch of different seventh chords in it. So, before we even get into that, we have sixth chords. So, I think a good way to look at this is to just look at it all as though it were happening in C. Here we are to D, but C, as we would refer to it, the second fret. So here's C. It's got an open third string. And then C7 is putting your pinky in here to add the flat seventh. So 3, 2, 3, 1, and then optional high E string. Great, so there's that, and we notice it has this 3-note cluster right there. Cool. So then a ninth chord, it has that same, but it's your first three fingers. And then pretty often we bar the whole with the rest of the instrument with our ring finger. And in this song, so that's a ninth chord, and it's a type of seventh chord. So 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, and later we're going to abbreviate that to just 3, 2, 3, 3, where one finger for each string. It's like the G, hippie G, and then just everything bunches up. Cool. Another variation on that is, if we go back to, would be taking what we were just doing and moving these two fingers literally where they go in G, or where they go in C add 9 at the first two strings. So third fret, then barring two strings, and then the bass note. So it's, from the sixth string, it's skip 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, and that's a sixth chord, which you can do with just two fingers up here. Cool. So ninth chord, sixth chord. Cool. And in the song, he plays that for D, so D6. And he changes the bass note to A, as we pretty much always can do with a D chord. Put A in there. So he does that's his first chord. So it's D6/A. Like that. And he does this, looking at him, it's like a rake. He goes, looking at him real quick. Yeah, so he does, his thumb hits a couple strings, and then he goes through his fingers out. So it's a rake. It's like a harp sound. Cool. Then we're gonna go. Excuse me. So we go, and then we go to the C6 chord shape, but we just don't put our first finger down yet. So we go and that's this weird, where he's got this sound of like a tuned drum, where, we went as actual normal musical notes, and we just drum on strings 2, 3, and 4, one finger per string, and it makes this tuned drum sound, where it has like the sound of, sounds like a click mostly, but anyway, that's what we've got is, so bass click, then he puts his first finger down and we make it into actual C6 again, this time with the correct bass note, but cool. And then we go up to our E on the first string in standard, that we used to tune. So it's like, so we were like, and that was our full-on sixth chord, but no high E string. And then trail off right there. So, and then we go to F major 7, which is not an F. That would have 3rd fret here, octave, or an F7 that would have a flat 7, but an F major 7 that has the note in between, a regular 7. So yeah, so it's going to be 1, skip, 2, 2, 1. We can see he's using that chord shape, but yeah, so we're like, that's how, I think it's more fun to just go and actually play guitar, but he does this like thing where he hits, and it's like, you know, that's how it sounds. It's got that tuned click. So if we want to make it sound like him, we can go, we can see he's kind of seesawing back and forth to make it really staccato too. He's like, but he's also like, so that's him. Or we could just go like, and play it like it's normal. Just be like, and anyway, so it's going to be bass high, bass high, bass high, bass high, and the last one's no pinky. So no pinky on the last one. Cool. And then we go to D9, so not C, but, and we go, then we go to D7. So if we were doing this in C, we've got C7, which we were talking about earlier, and then if I wanted this to go, then I have a 9th, and that's, so not, but, and this is the same kind of movement as if you were playing G, then it went to G7, and you started playing the bass notes that way. Cool, so yeah, there we go. But so for C, back to first position, we're like C7, C9, C6. Cool, so he's like, that was, you know, D9 with A, D7, and then he just goes bass, boom, boom, down from A to G, where he plays this type of a G7 chord. That's, you know, usually we put the 7th in up on the 1st string, but yeah, this being in first position allows us to do this cool thing where it's like 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, like, we just mute the 5th string, so 3, skip, 3-0, 3-0, which has this like, and I don't know the exact pattern, I don't think we looked at it, but that's, we've got this boom, 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 and looking at him real quick, oh, I see. Okay, so the reason he uses all of his fingers, his first 3 fingers, is because he's going to actually decide to go 3 skip, 3 4 3 at one point. So 3 skip, 3 4 3, and just do it like, so he actually does a full-on chord that goes 3 skip, 3 4 3, and then the open high E string. So he starts out with the 3rd string open, then he does a thing with pinky on, 1st string open. So that's us. So we could go, we could just take our pinky off, and but he wants this like that. So there it is. It's, so, or something like that. So it's like, awesome. Here's a crack of the whole thing, though I'm not going to do the exactly right. So we're like, that's what we're up to. All right, enjoy. Those are some good chord grips that are in a lot of different songs, and we're really looking at the different kinds of sevenths, like and then a sixth, and how that looks. The regular seventh, G and F here, versus sixth, versus there's like G and G major 7, G and G7, G and G with the sixth. So that's, we've had all of those in this song. We've had well, we already know that like major chord is a thing. We had the F with the right there, which is the F major 7, and then we've had a lot of chords with the flat 7 in it. So yeah, there it is. It's like that's like octave, 7th, flat 7th, 6th, chromatic down. Or yeah, so if you want to spend some time internalizing that, it's like octave, 7th, like in major 7th, flat 7th, like in a 7th chord, and then plus 6, adding a 6th to whatever chord you're playing there. All right, cheers.